Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today, well, kind of sort of today, for you guys it'd be today, we're going to get some work done in this video on Project Karma. This will be part one of actual work, but before I show you what's going on, let me tell you a quick little story. So, as you all know, we bought this Jeep for my youngest son a little while back. It's been tucked away, been ordering parts, getting stuff ready, so that, you know, we're making more of a video for y'all than just, hey, look, we're cleaning under the hood. Hey, look, we're going around taping up wires that need to be covered. You know, boring stuff that you don't want to see. So, with that in mind, like I said, we ordered a whole bunch of stuff. Thought we had a good line on a motor, and that's where our problems began. Or started, whatever. No. Anyway, I bought a motor. It had a blown head gasket, according to the guy I got it from. Got to me what was a smoking deal, because it was half the price I was going to pay at the junkyard for one that supposedly ran, but I was going to have to get in the mud and muck and try and figure out how to pull one out there. Bought the motor, brought it home. I was like, well, before we turn the camera on or anything, let's spray it down, tear it down to the head, make sure that's all it is. That wasn't the case. Got the head off, the air intake, the manifolds, and we found about a foot-long crack in the side of the block that somebody had JB welded in the past. The guy I got the motor from, he said he had been driving it, and you could tell someone had been driving it. He had bought it a few months or so before the head gasket blew from somebody else. And I'm pretty sure they're the ones who JB welded it. So I'm not mad at him for not knowing. I looked the motor over when I bought it, and I couldn't tell. So everything's everything. We got Karma in the garage and tore apart. I'm going to show you the motor that we had bought. And then show you a few things we've done. Nothing really major. And then I'll explain the plan going forward. So here we go. So as you can see, we have Karma shoehorned in this two-car garage. And let me tell you, getting her between them two posts took an act of Congress and about 6 guys. But we got her in here. Now we got room to use the cherry picker and whatnot to get the motor in. I don't know how well y'all can tell, but let's see right there. We come in and we clean that all up, put some new loom on it where we could, taped up what we couldn't of the old, you know, made sure most of it. We're going to have to come back and touch up some of it. Some of the tape is coming off because it was dirty. But we got it in here so we can work on it. And here is the culprit. I don't know how well you can see it, but it starts right here and runs all the way. Let's see. Right here is the last place I can grab a fingernail on it. The head gasket was blown. He was right. Get you in here. Right here. You can see that telltale sign of blown head gasket. If that would have been all there was to it, that would have been great and fine and dandy. So what I've done over the past couple weeks, I sourced another motor. Well, another block. It, however, is 6 hours away in Missouri at my dad's house. So in preparation, what I have done is I have painted cleaned and painted anything and everything I can. I'll give you a quick sneak peek of color that we're going to be doing. That's the blue that the motor will be. The rest of it is going to be black, and if you're curious, that blue is old Chrysler blue, I believe is what it said. It's from back when I've done packed all the paint, because as you can see, everything for the most part is either in those two totes, that box, or sitting in the back seat. So here's what's going to happen. For you it'll be just a few minutes, but tomorrow morning for me, I'm going to get up bright and early. I'm going to drive all the way to Missouri to my dad's house, and him and I are going to completely build Damien's Jeep Karma, her motor, or his motor, I don't know. But we're going to build the motor for his Jeep, and we're going to bring you along for the ride. Fair warning, it'll probably be quick, because a lot of it'll be time-lapse. I'm going to bring you in and show you on all the important stuff, and I'll remind you again when I get up there, and I'll introduce you to my dad, as long as he's willing to talk on camera, because, you know, some people just aren't cool with that, and we respect that. So, sit back, relax. This one's probably going to be a long one, but I hope you enjoy it. I'm excited. Also gives me an excuse to see my family. Don't get to see them a lot. So, we'll be back in a few, and we'll see you there. Bye, guys. Okay, guys, so this right here is the motor that we're rebuilding, that they said it runs, it's good to go. I think someone slightly over exaggerated what good to go means. So me and Dad, we're going to get it taken apart and get it cleaned up. Well, we're going to use that head instead, but we're going to get it cleaned up and get it ready to go, and we'll come back when we're ready to start. Hey guys, it is a couple days later. Today is Monday, and it has been, sorry, no one has sympathy for anyone trying to film, I don't know. Anyway, got here Saturday. Me and my dad, I'll introduce you to him later. Got here, we got the motor up, cleaned off the outside, started taking it apart, and here in a few you'll see, I'll have Matt put in the video of us taking apart the motor and what we found that led to 2 days of cleaning. So screwdrivers, picks, air hoses, pressure washer. Oh my God, the head was god awful. It probably had 2 inches of buildup in it. It don't look like these people ever changed the oil in it. But we didn't need the head. As you seen before I left, we got it head and got it all cleaned up and painted. So let me show you the block and what we're working with. It's a 4.0 block, guys. It ain't a lot, but I really wish I would have taken the time to video it. Us completely going through it and what it was. But I'm on a time crunch. I don't have a whole lot of time here in Missouri. And I just figured out that I forgot a very important tool, so I get to drive an hour each way to go get one from Harbor Freight. God, I miss being at home sometimes. But all right, here we go. As you can see, like I said, plain Jane 4.0. I just finished pressure washing and cleaning up. I got all the gasket off, so hopefully that'll seal up nice now. Won't have no issues. Oil pan, same way. I don't know what Jeep's deal is, but they put that your bolts, your head bolts, they're 12 point. Everything else on the engine is a 6 point. And not being in my garage where I have every tool I could ever need in that tiny space, I brought all the stuff in my off-road bag. I figured it'd be enough, and it's 99%. I just don't have the 12 point sockets. So like I said, we get to drive, and no one around me has a set, so we're off to Harbor Freight. So when we get back, we'll get started on putting it together, and we'll get this video moving. I promise, guys, this is probably going to be a long one, but we're going to try and start doing some more in-depth how-to videos. And this is, again, part 1 of Project Karma. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so we're about to start putting in our cam bearings. First off, let me show you what we did. So that little mark right there is in line with our oil galleys, and I did it on all of them. These two you hit in from the front of the motor, and this one and this one come from the back. So we got those to go. We're going to start in the rear of the engine and then work our way forward to this one, then go to this one, pull it out, come from the back of the engine and go this one, then this one, then we can get it on an engine stand. On your high-speed cam tool, unless you're smart and you have it done in a machine shop, we went ahead and marked this. We'll line up our marks to drive them in so we know the hole is in the right spot. So just make sure this is snug, feed it in, and beat it in with a hammer, and I'll kind of show you what that looks like when we get done with the first one. Okay, guys, update. I messed up. Big surprise. Let me show you what happened. So, ran into the motor. We went to drive bearings in, and I turned the box around and picked up the wrong bearing. The bearing that was supposed to go in the front of my block, which is bigger than the others, I drove into the back and bent it. So here's the situation. Today is the 20th of March. I can't get another set of bearings where I'm at currently until the 23rd. So what we're going to do is throw it on the engine stand, get it off the hoist, get it on the engine stand, flip it over and hone the pistons. We'll put in the crank and all that still, and we're going to leave the cam and the cam bearings until the very end. It's not the way I want to do it, but considering I need to be leaving here Friday morning and I can't get the parts I need until Thursday morning, I'm not putting this engine together in a day. So that's where we're at. That's what's going on. As soon as we get all set up, get it flipped over, I'll show you the honing process. So let me do that. All right. Okay, guys, so I got it all set up now. We're moving on past the cam, like I said. So let me show you the insides of these boards. They got some surface rust. They're not bad. So what we're going to do is I have a 220 grit hone that we're going to send down there, down each of them, with some WD-40 to keep it lubricated. And we're going to turn them all nice and shiny and let you guys see what that looks like when we're done. So I'm going to set you up over here and let you watch what I'm doing. I'll try and stay out of the way. Spray some WD down in here. Yep. Wipe her out, take a look, see what we got. Alright, I'm going to show you what we got so far. Still needs a little more, but look at that in comparison to that. I mean, leaps and bounds better. I got a little bit right here I still got to get. A little bit down there at the very bottom. Yeah, I think you guys can see that black ring right there. So I'll get that and we'll go on. Alright guys, so that's about the best I can do until we run the ridge cutter on it, and then the ring ridge cutter. After that, then we'll come back and finish honing it. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do the other 5. It's same old, same old. Keep it lubricated, keep your drill moving, don't stop. It's all pretty cut and dry. But yeah, you just want to make sure when you do it, you got that good cross hatch. That's why the moving it back and forth is very important. And plus, you don't take out too much metal in one spot. You don't really want to take out any metal. You want to you're just taking off the old wear, the carbon buildup. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll come back. Okay guys, so update. I made it 2 more pistons in, so we got the 3rd one pretty well done, and then my hone decided to break. Oh, this has been the most stubborn engine build I've done. It seems like every turn tonight. So, with that said, I'm going to call it here for tonight. It's almost midnight. As I've always been told, nothing good happens after midnight. Evidently, for me, nothing good happens after 11 o'clock. Because in the last 45 minutes, I have bent a cam bearing and had a hone go bad. But tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm going to go to the parts store, get some new bearings on order, get them sent here as quick as possible, grab a new hone, and then we'll pick up where we left off. FYI, I did spray WD-40 down the cylinders tonight and wipe them down with a rag so they won't flash rust on me, and I gotta touch them up again. We'll see how that works out for me, but I guess we'll see you tomorrow.